Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting iteration of DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. This is Week 2 action. Blazers FC and Alexandria United, two sides that found success in Week 1, sides that, till last night's match, were top of the table. Of course, Virginia Dream, with their whopping 10-1 victory over Dorados, have taken the top spot on the table in the very early stages, but one of these sides, Blazers or Alexandria United, could retake the top spot with a victory tonight, albeit Dream with a game in hand. It's important now as ever to get it off to a strong start. This is a slightly shortened schedule, just 7 regular season matches for each side, and every match something of a playoff match. Every game counts. Everything will really help to secure one of those top 4 spots. Blazers securing their first ever playoff appearance in the spring 2025 campaign. Alexandria United, it was their first match since joining the league in its inception back in 2022, where they did not make playoffs. It was a huge letdown for Alexandria United and the talent that they have on this roster, but they're certainly looking to make amends and recapture that playoff spot, and they started off with a strong performance last week, a 2-1 victory against North Stars, a match that could have gone either way, but Alexandria United did take home the 3 points. We'll be getting started with the walkout and the anthem here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube momentarily. Make sure to share this link with all your friends. Don't forget to like the video now and help others find us in the algorithm. Every single like helps recommend this video to more and more people, so really appreciate your support, and of course getting this match seen by as many eyes as possible. Give these teams, players, and the league as much exposure as it deserves. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to DMV Sports Media for all the best coverage as well as extended highlights. We are going to be doing a walkout and anthem today to honor the anniversary of September 11th and honor those fallen in support of the country and in general. But for now, we're going to let these teams continue warming up. Don't forget to share the link, drop a like, hit subscribe, and we will see you in a moment. Of course, share in the chat where you're watching from, any players to watch out for, which team you're here to support, and anything else you'd like to share. Friendly banter is welcome. I'm Noah Walker. I'll be with you on behalf of DMV Sports Media. In the next 5 minutes, we'll be getting ready for the walkout, the anthem, and then match time here at Thomas Jefferson High School. We're just about ready to go here at Thomas Jefferson High School in Alexandria, Virginia. The turf a bit wet from the rains earlier in the day, but it has turned into a lovely evening here, early September's Eve. Week 2, Super Soccer League Virginia Division I Conference. Blazers FC taking on Alexandria United here. Crucial Week 2 matchup. And it was the winners of Week 1 that are matched up tonight. Two sides hungry for a playoff appearance. It could be Blazers and Alexandria competing for the very same playoff spot here at the end of the season. So I know it's early and don't mean to overhype and call too much attention, but in a 7-week season, this is a huge matchup, Blazers and Alexandria. Neither side will want to leave points on the table. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Happy to bring this broadcast to you here on YouTube. Really excited to share what promises to be a well-fought match. Welcome, Mr. Taylor Sr. Great to see you. Hope to see you this weekend at Annandale. Mr. Taylor getting some scouting in. Alexandria United will take on Dream in UPSL action. And, of course, welcome back, Abraham Ubeda. Guess the score. I will get you 2 Chipotles. If you guess now, but I'm not giving any extra goals. You have to get it perfectly spot on. You've already got 1. You can get a second. If you guess the score of tonight's match. Walkout and anthem are upon us. Get your predictions in. And, of course, any other thoughts? Here we go. We will now honor the flag with the playing of our nation's Star-Spangled Banner in honor of the memoriam of the September 11th attacks. The anthem is played. The walkout is done. We're ready for action. Again, just want to call attention to the anniversary of September 11th and a moment of silence for those who've fallen in defense of our nation, allowing us to play games like tonight and enjoy these freedoms. And here we go. Blazers FC, Alexandria United, ready to take on a crucial Week 2 matchup here at Thomas Jefferson. Blazers found success in a 4-1 victory over Dorados. It was a match that really could have been a lot closer were it not for the heroics of Christian Merida, a young goalkeeper who has certainly wowed in his performance for the Blazers of late. It was a huge part of their success in the Summer Copa. Blazers advancing all the way to the semifinals before narrowly falling 1-0 against Arlington, the eventual finalists. Speaking of goalkeepers, Alexandria United have picked up some new talent. Daniel Bukhari has really impressed, but now tonight the start will go to Austin Geyer, a well-traveled, experienced goalkeeper from the area who's transferred over from the Alexandria Ruds. He'll get the start as the number 1 tonight for Alexandria United. So certainly, I'm going to feature the goalkeepers in all matches, but really this is one where I think goalkeepers could play a special role, an important part in deciding the match for United. Isaac Espinal, another player who stood out, young player up top, scored 1 of 2 goals. Danish DeCardi Nelson, a veteran player who converted penalty from the spot, scored the other. For Blazers FC, watch the Ayalas, the Ayala twins and Adada Ayala to help out on the offensive side. Rashid Mahdi contributed on both sides of the ball as well. Andrew Gomez, another important player in this back line. And now we are underway. Alexandria United will play left to right, wearing their red tops, black bottoms. Blazers FC right to left, wearing all black. Welcome to all those in the chat. Abraham, Mr. Taylor. Welcome Madeline back. Becoming an important part of the DMV Sports Media reliable crew. We got a great crew tonight. Abraham always here. Mr. Taylor always scouting out. There's an early ball forward from Merida. An errant ball. Alexandria not able to hang on. I see a couple of predictions in the chat. Alexandria 2-1 says Abraham, and Mr. Taylor says Alexandria United 3-2. I'll extend the same offer I gave Abraham. If you get it right, Mr. Taylor, I'll bring you Chipotle on Saturday. I know you don't need my Chipotle, but it's only fair. Extended it to Abraham, so I'm going to extend the same invite. This ball goes back to Geyer. Get his first touches and send one long. Good connection upfield from Geyer. Mikias Mikkonen couldn't handle the ball on the slick turf, and now it's back at the feet of Blazers. This is Michael Atuni wearing the captain's armband tonight on behalf of Blazers. He'll find brother John Atuni. It's a familial pairing in the center back role. A whole bunch of family ties here in this Blazers side. We see it all the time for Los Toros, who have a whole bunch of cousins, brothers, Castillos. Francos, etc. And this is the same here with Blazers. They've got the Ayalas. They also have John and Michael Atuni. Here's Alexandria United sending it inside. Early shot taken. Good pressure. An early shot taken by number 9, Jeffrey Torres. Will be a Blazers goal kick. And here we go. Ball just sails wide. Christian Merida will pump this into the midfield. It's well tackled. Second ball falls kindly for Kanashiro. And that is an errant pass. Just sailing over the near touchline for the benefit of Blazers FC. It looks like Benji Coleman will be the most likely one to take. And it is so. Opportunity for Blazers to play from the back. Alexandria United not stacking too many bodies high. It looks like they'll keep that mid block in full effect. Good ball down the field. Ayala's dispossessed. Now it's Mikkonen not quite finding efficiency. Second ball does go the way of Torres. Jeffrey Torres ushering United forward. Will take the shot. Didn't really have the pace or the direction. Try on goal. Here's Ayala. And now back to the feet of Alexandria United. It's Philip Brown looking for the short option, and will send it out wide. Blazers like to keep their shape pretty tight and don't expect them to get too high up the pitch in most circumstances. They love to counterattack and exploit the space that they give the other side and bend not break defensively. This is a set piece in the midfield going against Alexandria United. Espinal will have to drop back goal side, and it looks like Brandon Ayala will take. Edward Ayala. That's an errant ball from Ayala right into the waiting arms of Geyer, who will restart the attack quickly. Too hot to handle initially, but United have regained their possession. Back to the safe feet of Geyer. And United will look to play from the back. Space out wide. And now down the line for Mikkonen. The attack has stalled out. Here's Gomez looking for help in the midfield. Doesn't find it. Right back to Makias Mikkonen. Now the return pass from Torres. Lovely skill from Mikkonen. Can he get the square ball? Ball ricochets and pinballs around, and that will be another goal kick for Kristen Merida and company. Here in the 6th minute, there's already been a flurry of activity. Alexandria United have found the best chance, but we haven't really seen anything to test their goalkeeper in full in the early stages. Unda, the former Blazers man, will send it back out wide. Kaneshiro. Lovely control from United. And here is Espinal, a player who certainly has electricity with his feet. Will take the shot on into the waiting arms of Merida. Merida did spill initially, but did well to control the second ball, and now has sent this one to the near side. Benji Coleman down the line will not beat Kaneshiro, and Blazers will have to settle for the throw here on the near side. That's right, as you should. I'm committed now. 3-2 is the prediction from Mr. Taylor. 2-1 for Abraham. Both predictions favoring Alexandria United. Here's Rashid Mahdi. Mahdi losing out initially, but didn't make it easily, and now has, with his efforts, helped Blazers regain the ball. This is John Atuni back into the feet of Merida, and it looks like there's still a player down for Blazers. A huge loss if Mahdi unable to continue. We wish the best to Rashid Mahdi. You got 1-0? Matt, for United, yeah? That's a tough one to be fully, but no, it's a fair prediction. Matthew Thomas 1-0 on the prediction. So we got 3 Alexandria United predictions. I'm going to be contrarian. What is my prediction? I know there's already been 7 minutes that have gone, but no goals. I think I'm going to say 1-0 Blazers. I've played for Blazers, so that does make me not the most unbiased, but I've played for United too, so I guess either of these sides could pull a win. They certainly have the capability. Both have the firepower. Love the goalkeeping for both sides, so I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I do think just the chemistry that Blazers have put together the last 6 months or so, kind of a team that had been counted out, elected not to play in UPSL this fall, but still have retained a lot of those players, which is really impressive for a team not competing in UPSL. But, of course, words are cheap. Let's see how the players do the talking. This is sent forward by Merida. Second ball finds Brandon Ayala on the wing. Ayala looking to round the corner. Flag stays down. It will be a well-timed tackle and another throw for Blazers. Benji Coleman. This is one of those times Blazers will commit bodies forward. Here's Edward Ayala, long pass across the field, well taken down. And now will be a set piece, a corner kick from the far side. Take a look back at the replay. At first it looked like this ball might have been overhit, but was really well taken down by Ibrahim Karoma. Karoma did find his way onto the score sheet last week against Doratis. Here's the service across the box. Well cleared by Alexandria United. That was not a bad delivery. Doran found himself in the area just behind, and now Benji Coleman will have another opportunity to serve this one forward. The ball back to Atuni, Michael and John. This one deflects off of Mikinen out for another Blazers throw, this time on the far touchline. Welcome, Jaime. Jaime says, go Kevin. Kevin Kaneshiro back with this Alexandria United side after a short hiatus. To my knowledge, joined Doratis. We didn't get to see him on the field too often for Doratis, but now has rejoined Alexandria United, and it seems to have a newfound youth, a newfound energy. He has so much speed. And I don't know what he was doing during his time away from Alexandria United, but he's certainly taking care of himself. And now will occupy his normal right fullback spot for United. This is down the line for Blazers. Duran trying to do a little too much. Alexandria United in turn will turn this one right back over. Here comes Ayala. A return pass from Adonai Ayala does find and Ayala well tackled there. Now Kaneshiro sends it forward. Perfectly weighted ball for Espinal. Espinal almost threaded the needle. Now it's a nervy moment. Merida got to the ball. Perhaps would have been better off leaving this one to go. And now it will be, I believe, a foul. Come back and look at this replay. Merida had to save this to prevent the corner kick, but in doing so, his momentum almost led him into a hairy situation. Mike Atuni helped out his goalkeeper and was fouled in the process, and now it's a set piece forward for Blazers. Well contested ball, ping-ponging back and forth, finally finds the turf. Here comes Mikinen with Duran on his back. Oh, lovely threaded ball. Mikinen takes the shot. Second ball falls kindly for Danish DeCardi Nelson. Here's the service. Backside. And it looks like United pining for a corner kick. They will have it. It's a set piece from that far side. Mikas Mikinen will take this set piece. Sent forward across the face, not far wide at all. Blazers will breathe a huge sigh of relief, although they are going to have to endure another corner kick from the near side. This time, I believe it's Blanco to take. Robin Blanco with the left foot. Send in this corner kick. It's a well-weighted ball. Hits the penalty spot. Ball still bouncing around. Mikkonen with the second bite at the apple. He'll send it top of the 18. This one still in the mix. And forward by the Ayala twins. Ayala connected. Now it's Adonai Ayala with the overlapping run from Coleman. Lovely ball from Adonai Ayala. Duran gives chase. Philip Brown gets to the spot first, and Brown is fouled. Duran a little overzealous in his pursuit of this ball. Don't blame him. His eyes got big, but Phil Brown got his body to the spot and made it so Duran had to go through the man to get the ball. That's good defending from the veteran center back. Philip Brown, a well-traveled player, has played overseas and now has taken his talents back to Alexandria United. Geyer will take the set piece. Sent forward, could cause some problems. Mopped up at the back from John Tooney. Now it's Duran going to battle. It's a touch to it, but into the waiting arms of Geyer, who has help down that far side. Aparicio. Now Blanco. Blazers quick to drop back in and give Alexandria United the early parts of the midfield. Now it's forward for Torres. Torres does well to keep possession. Here comes Aparicio. Shot taken, and that's never one that's going to trouble Christian Merida. Not enough pace on the shot, but it will register as another statistic, another shot on frame. Forward from Tooney. That's an errant pass. Misses out on the midfield. Here comes Espinal from distance. Another save from Merida. This one did have a little bit more pace and did bounce right in front. I think either side of Merida, and that one could be a tricky ball to handle on the wet turf. Christian Merida's ball does have the distance. Can't find any of his colleagues. And now Blanco sends it forward. This is Ayala and Blanco going to battle. A little bit of extracurriculars after the ball was delivered, but play continues. Here's Duran doing what he does so well. We'll take it to the end line, sends it across. Geyer gets a strong hand to it. And now Phil Brown with the clearance. Nervy moment for United. Geyer had to come up big. And that was a big save for United. Blazers FC certainly knocking at the door. That was their best chance of the day. And immediately, Alexandria United back on the offensive side of the ball. Duran, he's a player who absolutely will make himself a nuisance up top. Really works hard to run at these defenders and puts his body on the line in order to get to the ball. You saw it there. You make a mistake, you act a little too lackadaisical, and Jorge Duran will be there to exploit. He doesn't convert every chance, but he's so quick to get his body to the spot that he creates so many chances for his team. And you got to appreciate the work rate. This is sent in the direction of Karoma, but a little too direct, and now Mikkonen will send it back inside. Good pressure from Ayala. Second ball hits the turf. Still going. It's Adonai Ayala with one in front. Wants to put the defender on skates. Sends it top of the 18. Still in the mix. Duran now turning back. Showed a little too much of the ball. Now it's Ibra Koroma. Shot taken and well held. What a save from Austin Geyer. Had to hold on with the slick ball on this turf today, and now has quickly found the dish to Cardi Nelson. Espinal collapsing the defense and now finding Aparicio. Here's Makias Mikkonen, who has been active today. will elect to send it inside. Now Torres back out to Mikkonen. United showing patience, keeping it on the ground. Back to Torres, shot taken, and another save for Christian Merida. I do like how United have almost unanimously found every shot bouncing off the turf. They haven't been well placed in terms of left or right of Merida, but they have been taking shots that hit the turf right before Merida has to make the save. Here's a good ball forward for Dinesh Takardi-Nelson. Atuni gets to the spot first, and now will clear it at the expense of a corner kick. Thus far, it's been a well-contested game. Welcome, David Contreras, says let's go Isaac. Isaac Espinal, a huge addition to this Alexandria United side. Spent time with Loudoun United in their professional youth academy. Also played with Virginia Dream and now has found a home with this young United side and features prominently in their offense. Espinal will take this set piece. Good ball to the top of the 18, top of the 6. Philip Brown up from his center back role. Got ahead to it, and he was really happy with that service. I just couldn't quite direct it on frame. Take a look back at this replay. Espinal knew what he was looking for. Right onto the head of Phil Brown, and Brown knew if that ball was just a yard or so inside, I think could have had Christian Merida beat, but that's a big coulda, woulda, shoulda. And now Blazers will look forward on the ground. Latsuni finding Benji Coleman on the near side. Now forward, no player in that central area, and Blazers will have to sort themselves out defensively now. United back into Aparicio, now Brown. This one bounces right back to Aparicio. And United showing good patience, continuing to move this around. Kind of Shiro to Brown. Now Blanco breaking the lines, able to find Isaac Espinal. Torres was in a good area, couldn't sort his feet out. And now it's Ayala down the line. Ayala taken down. And it is going to be a yellow card for Dinesh Takardi-Nelson for his overzealous challenge right at the mid. Take a look back at the replay. Certainly a late challenge. Blazers with a long way to goal. They are sending bodies forward, and it does look like this ball is going to go all the way. Edward Ayala on the delivery. It's a booming delivery from Edward Ayala in the direction of Karoma. But United have got the better of that one. Now it's forward from Blanco. Here's Makias Mikkonen. Now Blanco. And United so quick to get from defense to attack. It's kind of Shiro for Espinal in that pocket. Espinal collapsing this defense so quickly and drawing all the attention that is deserved attention. This one's sent into the feet of Torres. Torres still working against Gomez. Gomez gets a foot to the ball, and it will be, in all likelihood, a corner kick. That was a challenge that had to be won. Were it not, we'd see a penalty kick. Let's take a look back. It was a well-timed challenge. I take that back. That would have been just outside the 18 if it were a mistimed challenge, but Gomez did well to get his foot to the ball. Now Espinal will deliver It's another corner kick for Alexandria United. Sent low, won't clear the first post. Now it's Jorge Duran doing what he does. Did really well to employ his style, his brand of physicality, just couldn't quite find a clear possession. Now it's Ayala into Duran. Duran did well to take that in stride, but couldn't round Philip Brown. No, Geyer will send it out to the far touch. Good connection. They're finding the width, and now United can get forward. Here comes Blanco. Espinal looking for the overlapping run. They'd have bodies in the box. Can they get the cross in? Yes, they can. Atuni did well to sort his feet out and get that away from goal, but Alexandria United still on the ball. This is Mikkonen. Back to Kaneshiro. Kaneshiro will serve one in. Lovely flick on, but no pace, and Christian Merida happy to collect this one. There's Ayala down the line. Won't clear Kaneshiro. Now it's DeCardi Nelson. You're in the 25th minute. Blazers FC, Alexandria United locked up in a scoreless affair. Have seen chances both ways. Here's Isaac Espinal. Atuni did well to get a foot in there and win this ball from the streaking Espinal. No small task. Ayala into the feet of Adonai Ayala. Lovely diagonal ball. Karoma will get there, but can't quite corral this one. That was a beautiful ball from Adonai Ayala. He's not thrilled that his pass wasn't collected, but looks like it's a set piece. Perhaps a handball in the mix. I didn't see the infraction, but here we go. Blanco will find Kaneshiro. That's a spicy ball. Ayala quicker to the rebound. Brandon Ayala has Duran. Duran, lovely bit of skill. The ball pinballs off of the Blazers, United man, and now will be a corner kick. Jorge Duran, as I said before, it's not always precise, but he just makes it messy for the opponent team, and his effort always seems to yield results, and you see it there just from that effort, getting involved, applying the pressure. The ball ricochets for a corner kick. Now it's sent backside, and Mikias Mikkonen had to chest this one out to safety away from the waiting Ibrahim Karoma. And Ayala will take. Good opportunity for Brandon Ayala from the near side to send in a potential ball to the backside. United rise higher, and they will have a bit of breathing room. Blazers throw from the far touchline. Looks like Alexandria United will make a switch. On comes Rodriguez for Espinal. It's a veteran player replacing the youth. Reminder, this season in Super Soccer League Virginia Division I Conference, there is re-entry, so we are not finished with Espinal today. We could see him re-enter, and in all likelihood will. Here's Gomez back to Adonai Ayala for the Blazers. Ayala back to Karoma. Shot taken, well saved by Geyer. Ibrahim Karoma. Ball came to him quickly and did well to take it first time. Smashed a shot from point-blank range on the ground. This can be really tricky on this slick turf, and Geyer got his body behind it and quickly on the rebound. Now United down the far side. It's Mikias Mikkonen working against Gomez. And Rodriguez will get his first touches upon entry. Blanco over to Kaneshiro now. Back inside. Oh, that's a miscue from the veteran player, Rodriguez, and Ibrahim Karoma will take over. Can he round the corner? Yes, he can. Now Duran goes down. That one just a slip on the wet turf. And United happy to get back into their attack. Aparicio for Rodriguez. Now Denishtakardi Nelson has an overlapping run on the far side. Instead, United will send it back inside. Here's Rodriguez from distance. Sent the goalkeeper scrambling. And not a bad take at all from Rodriguez. Take a look back at the replay. Sergio Rodriguez queuing up a shot from distance. And it was definitely close enough to have Christian Merida somewhat concerned. Here's Benji Coleman down the line. Ayala. Couldn't round the corner, and ball did take a touch off the Blazers man. Now it's United. Kaneshiro working against former teammate Brandon Ayala. Now Alexandria United will make a switch. It's number 10, Adam Nabet. Looking to make his way on, but has to first find his way towards the midline. So Nabet will not come on of yet. There's Philip Brown. And United trying to find their way onto the board. Both sides have found their chances and have very much looked dangerous in their own way. Alexandria United more methodical, have had more possession in the Blazers area and look to pass by pass, break down Blazers. Blazers, they are vertical and they are high pressure. In certain moments, they'll sit off the ball, and then if they find a moment to go at the defender on the ball, they will do. Look to Jorge Duran to make things messy up top. And the Ayala trio, Brandon, Edward, and Adonai, certainly have vertical ability. The Blazers love to lightning strike on the counterattack. Sent in by Medrano. Andy Medrano is featured prominently and since his return to United in this season. Now we'll have another throw. United will take this chance to bring in Adam Nabet. Young attacking number 10. Will replace Denishtakardi Nelson. There's Blanco. Now Rodriguez. United exploiting and creating spaces. This is their style. Love to keep this one on the ground. Find a way forward. This is a half-hearted attempt. The second ball falls kindly for Torres. Now Atuni, Michael and John mopping up. John Atuni mopping up for his brother. They're in the back, and sometimes even a ball in that doesn't work out can work. Defender gets to the ball but doesn't get an effective clearance, then just putting your name in the hat for the lottery can have fortunate results. Here's United. Torres goes down. Ball well won. Now it's Duran looking vertical. Adonai Ayala is there. Can Ayala turn the corner? Still going, and it looks like the defense has bent, not broken, but the second ball falls kindly for Brandon Ayala and Blazers. There's a shot from distance. Always rising. Got to appreciate the confidence from Ayala to take that on from distance. Great defending in there from Josh and Kui to not only slow down but make the tackle against that in Ayala. No small task. Well, Blazers will make a switch. Off comes Jorge Duran. And on will come number 16, Michael Hernandez. Geyer will send this short. United elect to keep it on the ground. Plenty of space to work into. This is a moment where you'd love to have Jorge Duran on the field to apply a little extra pressure. But United will mop up for their own miscue. Oh, that's great pressure from Ayala. Ayala looking to find the right pass. That's not it. And Aparicio made the timely challenge. Now United back on the front foot. Blanco back to Brown. Whoa, Michael Hernandez looking for a shot. It's just wide. Took a deflection on its way through. United will feel there was a foul in the build-up, but let's take a look back at the replay. Lovely block to take this away from goal. Certainly was a hand on the back. Maybe not the most contact, but there was contact and an extended arm. Block took this just wide. Now a corner kick for the Blazers. As Ayala, low delivery, doesn't clear the first man, and United have created some space. Could be a counterattack on Mikkonen. There's a certain foul. And the yellow card does come out for the denial of the promising attack. Kais Daib is the recipient there. We've seen yellow cards go both way. One for Q Daib of Blazers FC, one for Danish DeCardi Nelson. Medrano will have this set piece for Alexandria United right at midfield. No urgency to dump this one forward. Medrano down the line, now Nabet. No connection to be found, and Blazers happy to get back onto the ball. Here's Benji Coleman. Now Ayala bouncing off the first challenge, has got himself into trouble. Now back to Blanco. Brown will go back out wide. Adam Nabet has Medrano on the overlapping run. And this one will travel over the end line. Corner kick, another corner kick for Alexandria United from that far side. Eddie Medrano on the take. You got to imagine as these corner kicks start to pile up that United will find the delivery that they want and potentially make things difficult for all of, well, excuse me, this one is a throw. Got that one wrong. United try to play it quick. Doesn't pan out. Now it will be United possession. Deemed to be shoulder to shoulder. Kaneshiro sends it top of the 18. Second ball falls kindly for Brandon Ayala. Now Coleman will dump it forward. Oh, it could turn into a foot race. Lovely extension there from Josh Nkui. Never seemed to have a doubt in his own abilities, Josh Nkui. Just kind of use those long strides to get into position, stretched out the foot, and took this one away from what would have been a clear breakaway for Adonai Ayala. Now it's United on the other side of the ball. Ricochets back to Kaneshiro. Here's Sergio Rodriguez. And Nabet working against Gomez. Gomez holds his ground. Now back inside. Rodriguez takes the shot. has a deflection, and now Blazers an opportunity to get forward. This is down the line from Hernandez. Josh and Kui unflappable in that center back role. It looks like Philip Brown has found his counterpart. And United happy to have the two safe center backs back there. Quickly on the counterattack are Alexandria United. Here's Aparicio. The return pass. Well intervened from Micah Tooney. Now Kaneshiro for United. And Torres will drop deep. It's a patient attack. Shot taken from distance. This was always rising from Blanco. There will be a goal kick for Blazers. It's an opportunity for another substitution. It looks like Nicholas Akpada will step on. And Ibrahim Koroma will step off. Blazers will play from the back. It's John Tooney. Looking to dump one long. Now Blazers throw on that far touchline. There's a throw down the line. Good contest. Second ball falls kindly for Brown. Now Rodriguez. Ball ricochets into the waiting feet. Fernandez, oh, that's a miscue. And United could take advantage. Ball falls to the feet of Torres. Jeffrey Torres cutting inside, still going. Torres takes the shot, deflects. All the way back to Sergio Rodriguez. Second bite at the apple for United. Now Blanco. Aparicio. And it's more of the same for United. Patient attack, trying to feel out the spaces. Here's Kaneshiro. Lovely turn upfield. But Brandon Ayala equal to the task. Now Blanco. Here's Rodriguez. Nothing doing, says our center official. There was contact, but no foul to be found. It was Brooks Allen involved on behalf of United. Here's Rodriguez. Brooks Allen calling for the ball. Instead, it'll go out wide for Jeffrey Torres. Torres sends in a dangerous ball. Brooks Allen turns. And Tooney did well to get a foot in. Can Blazers get forward? It's Hernandez back to Ayala. Brandon Ayala working against Kaneshiro. Oh, and then not the well-timed pass that the Ayalas are so well known for that time. Didn't pan out. Here comes Adam Nabet streaking forward. Shot taken, and what a save. Christian Merida. We talked about what he's capable, what he's brought to this Blazers side. That was cat-like reflexes. A strong save to his right. Able to push it out into safety over the end line. Another corner kick for United. Take a look at the replay. Really strong counterattack and speed from Adam Nabet. Now sent in the direction of Brooks Allen. Nabet, second bite at the apple. Will lift one into a good area. Brooks Allen connects. It's just over goal, but that was a really well-placed ball and a really well-placed header, just inches over. Take a look back at this replay. The delivery from Adam Nabet, and excuse me, this was Philip Brown who got on the end of the ball. Brown with 2 headers thus far that have been very close to conversion. Meanwhile, Alexandria United will make another switch. It's Medrano coming back off. And a player to be announced coming on. Here comes Brandon Ayala, space in front. Needs to release instead. Waits a little too long, and an Ekpada is in an offside position. Cousin Aden Ayala absolutely livid as only family you'd expect, letting Brandon Ayala know. And he was there. This is going to be a set piece for Alexandria United. You anticipate they'd play this on the ground, and it will be sent on the ground by Geyer. Here's Rodriguez. Into that wide area, and the bet turns. It has run out of real estate. Will be a Blazers throw. Marvin Garcia has come on for Alexandria United on that left fullback role. We're into the 45th minute, the very end of the 45th minute. This first half has absolutely flown by. Blazers looking to potentially engineer one final attack. No telling how much stoppage we'll get, but it probably won't be a lot. Here's Ayala down the line. Well tackled from Kaneshiro. We'll have 1 minute of stoppage. This is down the line. Blanco will just mop up. Gomez first to it, and Blazers will have a throw on that far touchline. Gomez for Aden Ayala. Ekpada sends it back. Top of the 18. And that's a lackluster and anticlimactic end to that attack. Now it's United looking forward. Brooks Allen back into the feed of Rodriguez. Looks like another measured approach from United. And that is going to do it for the first half. Blazers FC, Alexandria United locked up in a scoreless affair. Both goalkeepers have come up big. The back lines have limited chances, and we've seen moments of explosivity from both teams, but nothing to sort the two out. Thanks for tuning in here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. So excited to have you with us, and we hope you'll continue with us for the second half, where one of these sides will potentially rise to take the 3 points. We'll see you back. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I've got Mr. Taylor locked in for the 3-2 prediction. On behalf of United, Abraham Rubeda says 2-1, Alexandria United. Matthew Taylor says 1-0, Alexandria United. And I say 1-0 Blazers. Who is going to buy me Chipotle if I get it right? That is the question. I think I get to buy me Chipotle. But okay. All right. If your prediction is right, then I got you on the Chipotle. Abraham Ubeda has already got one Chipotle in his credit. I should have made you double or nothing, but nah. If you win it fairly, you win it fairly. I'm not going to take away your Chipotle for last night's prediction. Even though you were 1 goal off, it was still impressive. Just you lost your chips and salsa, but you got your full burrito bowl. Anyways, on to the union-mandated break. I'm Noah Walker. We'll see you back in a few minutes for the second half. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the DMV Sports Media page. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us here. Super Soccer League Virginia Division I Conference. Blazers FC and Alexandria United locked up in a scoreless affair. Blazers will play left to right wearing their black kits. Alexandria United, of course, will play right to left wearing red tops, black bottoms. Blazers starting off on the ball. Tooney sends it forward. Doesn't pan out. Here's Brooks Allen on the far touchline. Lovely ball threaded in to the feet of Espinal. Espinal goes down. The advantage continues. Added to bet. Has the vision to pick out a pass for Blanco, and there is the set piece. It's a foul going against Blazers. Central area. Aparicio standing over the ball. Welcome back to all those rejoining us in the chat. Saw some familiar faces in the first half. Welcome back, Mr. Taylor, Abraham, Madeline, David Contreras, and others. Alexandria United will have a set piece in a central area. It looks like Torres, the man to send it in. Torres gets it around the wall, but Christian Merida, ever reliable, safe hands of the young goalkeeper. Not too much drama there, and Merida will quickly send it in to Micah Tooney. That's an errant pass from the back. United looking to take over. There's a contentious moment. Aparicio goes down. No foul called. And it will trickle out over this near side. There's Brown. We'll come back and look at that replay in a moment. For now, it's Marvin Garcia with Ekpada on his back. Brown's there to help out. But Hernandez takes over for Blazers. Here's Adonai Ayala. That's a lovely turn. Hernandez goes down. Good tackle, and Geyer will come up to claim this one. Take some pressure off the back line. There's still a player down for Blazers FC. Good sportsmanship to allow our center official to check on the player. Hernandez back on his feet. And we will have a drop ball for the Alexandria United. Let's take a look back at this replay from earlier. Contentious moment. Tooney put in a hard challenge on Aparicio and certainly did not look like got any of the ball from this angle. Center officials saw it differently, and now it will be a drop ball for Alexandria United. There's Philip Brown touching upfield. Good ball down the line. The bet has to leave it off for a teammate. Now sent forward a little too direct. Merida always favored to that one. Blazers will play from the back. Pressure is on. Blazers look like they've broken the first line. Here's Gomez looking inside. And good step from Philip Brown. Hernandez goes down. And the foul will go against United this time. And you just come to feel that this is obviously not going to be a high-scoring game. Hasn't been any goals yet. The importance, if there are any goals scored, will just be that much more magnified. You just don't see this game finding more than 1 or 2 goals at the most. This is sent to the feet of Ayala. Or Brandon Ayala. Brandon Ayala still there. And no return pass to be found. Good step from Benji Coleman, looking for the vertical pass. Coleman's pass easily cut out by Josh. And Kui. Now Brown. Blazers will step off. Alexandria United throw on the near touchline. And it will be a Blazers throw on the near touchline. On the table right now, it's Virginia Dream sitting at the top spot after their 10-1 thrashing of Dorados last night. Blazers sit second after their 4-1 victory over Dorados last week. Alexandria United perched at third spot with their 2-1 victory and their 3 points from North Stars. North Stars are, Los Toros, who have yet to play a match, I guess would be fourth. Fifth, North Stars, and sixth, Dorados, who have really had a tough go in their first 2 matches. And of course, it's the early stages, just a 7-match season. So every game will have a really significant impact on the campaigns of these teams. Blazers and United know they will be, in all likelihood, competing for the same spot for potential playoffs. Just adds more importance to any potential goal in this game, this low-scoring game. Down the line from Brandon Ayala. United mop up. Here's Brooks Allen. Back into the middle, Blanco. Now Aparicio. Oh, that's a miscue. Blazers, can they take advantage? Adonai Ayala will take it past the first defender. Marvin Garcia mops up at the expense of a corner kick. Quickly taken. Here's Hernandez. Back to Adonai Ayala and the offside flag. That is anticlimactic for the Blazers. And Austin Geyer will send bodies forward. Leave this one for Phillip Brown. There's Josh Nkui. Looking for a connection on the ground. Blanco under pressure as Rodriguez. United able to get forward. Here's Marvin Garcia for Adam Nabet. We've seen Nabet deliver a few well-placed balls into the box. This time he keeps it on the ground. Shot taken from distance. Well saved. It was a strong hit from Sebastian Aparicio from distance. The ball really gliding off that turf. You could see from the body language that Christian Merida didn't take that one lightly. And we will have a set piece here around midfield. Blazers going to take this opportunity to try to sub. They'll have to wait for the next opportunity. Jorge Duran, the likely substitute, coming on. Back inside. Now a Tooney, that's right in between the potential window, 2 players. Now we will make the switch. Jorge Duran replacing Adonai Ayala in that attacking role. Here comes Blanco. Looking to thread the needle. Ball does trickle through. Oh, it's a nervy moment. Brooks Allen takes the shot on. Merida somehow back in the area and out. This one hits the deck. Akpada gets onto it. Jorge Duran sorts out his feet and will come forward. Dumps it out wide. And Blazers will have an opportunity to restart the attack. Here's Brandon Ayala. Now into the midfield. Ayala applying pressure over to Marvin Garcia. Plenty of time in space. Alexandria United will skip the midfield this time, going big in the direction of Jeffrey Torres. And there is a foul. Jonatuni protesting the call, but it is going to be a set piece just outside the 18. Let's take a look back. Well, United don't try the long ball too often, so it does make it more effective when they do go for it. And certainly a foul. Yeah, no card has been given. Did they give a card? Did not. Okay. I was making sure I didn't miss it while I gave the replay. Yeah. Certainly could have been a card, should have been a card. Jonatuni, I love the commitment to argue the call. Had me second guessing what he was arguing about. Like maybe there's something I didn't see. Now that was about as clear a foul as you'll ever see, possibly in any sport, but still got to give the token protest. This is well up and over from Torres. And Blazers will have a goal kick. Take a look back at the replay from a moment ago. Benji Coleman came out, made the tackle. Christian Merida had to spread himself trying to recollect the ball. Didn't collect, but got up so quickly, did make a huge save, Merida, to deny Alexandria United what would have been their first goal of the day. Go-ahead goal. Adam to bet. Back to Marvin Garcia. Now inside for Aparicio. Blanco keeps it moving to the far touchline. Silky smooth passing from Alexandria United. Continue to keep this on the ground. Sergio Rodriguez in a tight space. Will find Torres. Finally, Blazers get a touch. And Brandon Ayala will get forward. There's a simple foul. Torres, the guilty party. Blazers will have this set piece. Across the midfield, well turned from Brandon Ayala, but Rodriguez has done enough. Now it's Aparicio. The overlapping run from Brooks Allen. Brooks Allen could be through. Can he get the shot off? Brooks Allen, shot taken, shot saved. Lovely block, but it's still in the mix. Merida goes down for the save. And the final effort was lackluster, to say the least. Goal kick to come. Big stop, but anticlimactic for Alexandria United, who certainly will feel that was their moment. Really hard shot to the left of the young goalkeeper. Brooks Allen, unselfish to drop it back for Aparicio, but ball took a tough bobble up, and Aparicio hit it well up and over. Looks like Merida not interested in playing from the back this time. Don't blame him. Sending his bodies forward and just will dump this one towards the midfield. Into the midfield. Aparicio turns into a dangerous area. Here comes Jorge Duran. Look at the strength. Duran threads the needle in for Brandon Ayala, and Geyer off his line, able to sniff this one out. A little too direct from Jorge Duran, but do appreciate the efforts. This is back out wide. Marvin Garcia sees something he likes. Will send it forward. Christian Merida read this one well and made the intervention on behalf of his back line. And now we will make a switch. Alexandria United bringing on Brian Vallejos. Vallejos will replace Torres. Down the line, Tibet turns it, runs out of real estate, and now Blazers have a throw. There was a little contact there, but not enough in our center official's eyes to warrant the call. Akpada turns up field and has one of his team a throw. Here's Andrew Gomez. Back to Edward Ayala. Ayala plays a great ball across to brother Brandon Ayala. Now Jorge Duran. Not the pass that was needed, and it's still in the mix. And United will resettle back to the feet of Austin Geyer. Here come United. Quickly able to play from the back. Vallejos will look down the line. They've got Brooks Allen. Watch out for the speed. Oh, it's sent across. Beautiful ball across. It's just wide. Christian Merida at full stretch, but wasn't going to get to that one. And Blazers thanking their lucky stars. This ball just takes a touch out. Adam Tibet did really well to get in behind, but could not quite keep this one inside the post. United certainly knocking at the door. Have had 3 chances, all of which could have very easily resulted in a goal, and that's being modest. 3 are the very clear-cut chances, probably a few more that could have been converted here in the second half. There's Adam Tibet. Running up field. Now Hernandez. Dispossessed by Blanco. Now send him behind. Micah Tooney quickest to it. Has Edward Ayala. United will try the vertical ball. Blazers catching up to the idea of these long balls. Vallejos will send it back to Brown. Oh, over. Good ball in. Brooks Allen should be the first to it. Deemed to be offside. It must be marginal. Brooks Allen very close to that back line. Tough to see it. If anything, maybe leaned a shoulder in behind. Our linesman out there, certainly right on the line, going to back his judgment. It's a crunching challenge, but Alexandria United will come out on top. Here's Adam Tibet, turning towards goal. Tibet, an opportunity to shoot. Here's the window, well blocked by Atuni. And here come the Blazers. Martinez on the ground for Ayala. Ayala connects with Duran. Duran working, rounding the corner. Duran, what can he find? Sends it in, well held by Geyer. Duran got to appreciate the efforts that took him into that position, and a good shot. Maybe could have got a little more venom on the strike, but credit to Geyer not only making the save but holding on. Vallejos will find his keeper's feet. And United living dangerously. Left a little bit of that ball. Philip Brown, always favored, will send it up towards Marvin Garcia. United have been cohesive in their attacks, holding possession well, just need to find the finishing piece on the end. Would love to see Isaac Espinal back onto the pitch. But for now, they'll have to make do with what they've got. Here's Aparicio looking for the return pass to Marvin Garcia. Garcia not on the same page there, and it will be a goal kick Well, not seeing Isaac Espinal back on, but we will have Kaneshiro to infuse some new life. Daniel Waid will step on for Blazers, replacing Marvin Gomez. There comes Kaneshiro. Replacing Aparicio. Here's Waid with his first touch. Finds a good connection over to Hernandez. Now to Andrew Gomez. Oh, what an idea. Here comes Ishmael. It's well picked up by Geyer. Certainly thought there was going to be a foul. It wasn't called. And Geyer's intervention very much required. There's Brown. Taken down. And Alexandria United will have a set piece just outside their own 18. Quickly sent in. You can always anticipate how United are going to get forward. Has been effective. This time we'll try the long ball in the direction of Brooks Allen. Brooks Allen, the speed is there. Goalkeeper makes a partial save. Was there a handball there? I don't know what part Christian Merida got to this ball, but he was certainly outside his own 18. Look at the speed of Brooks Allen. Gets this one off. My eyes are telling me handball, but also it does happen pretty quickly. Might have come off of one of the legs. Was it a leg? Yeah. Yeah, hard to tell. This one's into the dangerous area. United got ahead to it. Yeah, would have been an automatic red card for possibly one of Blazers' most valuable pieces, if not their most valuable piece. Christian Merida, not only a red card, but a suspension for one match. That would have been a really big moment for this game and next. But Merida able to make the save without using the hand, or so we believe. And some, yeah, I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't see any huge reaction. That's the type of thing you would certainly see. Here's Brooks Allen, top of the 18. Otuni does enough. And now Jorge Duran into space. Will send the early ball into the corner. Perfectly weighted. Brandon Ayala looking forward. Takes the shot on it. Deflects into a dangerous area. Geyer off his line. And Blazers certainly feel there was a handball. Not called. Here come United. And this game opening up bit by bit. We'll have to take a look back at this one. Ooh, did look to bounce up into the hand. This was not the close one, so it deflected. The first player would have not counted it. I'll defer that judgment off to those better trained than myself. Here's Brooks Allen for United. I'll say it was not as close as the first man. It was the second. This one's an easy take for Christian Merida. It was a good second and a half between when the ball was struck and then into the hand. There's Ayala down the line. Duran will give chase. And now it's sent back to Brandon Ayala looking around the corner. Good Good connection for Hernandez. Hernandez can't hang on, though. This is a counterattacking opportunity, and it's Adam Nabet who has speed. Nabet looking for Brooks Allen, not going to find. And now Blazers looking downfield. It's Daniel Waid. That's some space to turn into. Ayala will slow it down all the way back to Atuni. Just 20 minutes left in this one. Not a lot in that one. I do want to come back and look. Let's see if I saw this right. It's a good turn. It deflects around. Okay, the second touch, I guess, is, I was thinking from the original shot. Yeah. Ismael Martinez goes down. Two players get tangled up. Oh, there's certainly some extracurriculars here. And it is going to go against Ismael Martinez. And now there is a yellow card, a caution for dissent for Jorge Duran. And will be a set piece for United. Martinez might have found the call go his way, but he decided to hold on to the defender on the way down. Looks like that is going to be what gives the foul. There's a brief conference from our center official and AR. It looks like we might have an additional caution given for the Blazers coaching staff. Not sure exactly what drew that one, but we're going to finally send it in. Geyer looking down the line, has Adam Nabet. A return pass to Nabet is well collected. And Jorge Duran doing what he does, making life difficult. Brown on the second tackle. Good urgency from United, knocking it around. Back to Geyer. Geyer will look through the middle. Lovely pass for Blanco. And Blanco has split lines, finding Sergio Rodriguez. Rodriguez showing off the skills. Now Kaneshiro. This is a great attack. Here's Brooks Allen into the wide area. And Garcia's ball well deflected by Benji Coleman. United looking a dangerous unit right now. You saw all the cohesion coming together in that attack. And it looks like Eric Gutierrez will step on, replacing Edward Ayala for Blazers. Certainly is. I don't think we're going to see a lot of goals. One goal could be what decides this. Here's the delivery into the backside. Oh, that was the moment. A great take delivered into the head of Josh Nkui. It looked like that was going to be our go-ahead goal for Alexandria United when Nkui just put it up and over. Take a look back at this replay as we head into the 76th minute. Blazers down the line. Gomez will send it back. Gutierrez trying to help out. And Gomez makes the tackle. Will be another United throw on the near touchline. Every call, every moment, just getting that much more attached. That much more significance. Here's Rodriguez across. Ball spilled by Merida. Merida so quick to get back and pick up the rebound. That was a really nervy moment. A strong ball delivered by Sergio Rodriguez on the ground on this slick turf into traffic, and Merida. Great work to secure the rebound. Here's Ismael Martinez. Rounds one man. Wants to get past Kaneshiro. Martinez does the smart move, sends it back to Brandon Ayala. Ayala looking for space. Has help from Duran. Now Ayala still moving and has sent it out to Martinez. Martinez sending one in. Brown can't fully clear. Does mop up his own rebound. Now Nkui sends it forward. Here's Hernandez for the Blazers. Working against Brooks Allen. There's Brooks Allen. We know the speed that Brooks Allen has. We'll use the width. Now Garcia. Looking for an area. Sends it to Adam Nabet. Nabet cuts it back. Top of the 18. No takers to be found. And Daniel Waid will dump it out wide. The ball into the waiting area. Gutierrez needed to go and get that one. Has picked up the second ball. Lovely back heel from Duran. Gutierrez still battling. And Vallejos does well. Get this off his feet. Here's Blanco into the wide area. Garcia will send it back. And Kaneshiro. Down the line. Vallejos under pressure. Not able to find Adam Nabet on that occurrence. This is certainly coming down to the wire. A crucial week 2 matchup. Blazers and Alexandria United, in all likelihood, will be competing for the very same playoff spots. This one trickles through to Daniel Waid. Here's Martinez, got the overlapping run. Benji Coleman. Martinez will try to send one in. Still making life difficult. Now Duran somehow unable to hit. Well, it doesn't have that issue. Hits it right into the United man. And now Adam Nabet will look forward. Benji Coleman, a strong clearance. Benji Coleman arguing, but he got the call his way. Tough call. Didn't look a foul either way. I thought Benji Coleman did well to make the challenge, got to the ball, but certainly didn't see a foul there against United. There's a low line drive forward from Atuni. Blazers will have to drop back in. United have this on the ground. It's kind of Shiro. Vallejos. Ooh. Phil Brown, good composure. Keeping it on the ground. United will find the width. Here comes Kaneshiro, a vertical ball up top. Goalkeeper off his line. Here's Brooks Allen. Atuni slowing down the attack. Brooks Allen, top of the 18. Can he hit this one? Yes, he can. And John Atuni comes up big. The brothers Atuni living life dangerously, but making the stop on behalf of Blazers. And now Gutierrez will flick it on. And Alexandria United back on the ball right now. Your prediction of 1-0 for Alexandria United looking a pretty good one. Blazers right now very much bending, not breaking, but how long can they maintain and sustain this pressure. Here's the service into the 18. Again, Mike Atuni coming up big. And there's the clearance. I will say, in games like this where you just find chance after chance after chance, but you don't score, the footy gods do seem to look unfavorably on chances not completed, chances not scored, and somehow, some way, it just feels like Blazers may find some way into goal. We've seen it too often. But right now, in terms of expected goals, in terms of chances created and possession, Alexandria United would probably be the safer bet on who's going to score first. Benji Coleman will step off. Benji Coleman getting some medical attention. Getting the quick wrap, getting the NASCAR trainer job. Yeah, that's not going to feel good later when he has to unwrap all that tape off. It doesn't look like it's being gingerly applied. But crucial final 10 minutes. Blazers will need Benji Coleman in this back line to continue to sustain this pressure they've withheld from Alexandria United. And it looks like they will get him. Credit to this NASCAR pit crew here on the Blazers sideline. Dropping up Benji Coleman. We are back underway. Mikkonen sends it back out wide. Well won by the Blazers. Duran turns it over. Will get the foul. There was a little bit of a late challenge through the back of Jorge Duran. And Blazers will dump bodies forward. Benji Coleman standing on the ball. And I'll dump one up in the direction of Jorge Duran. Duran gets the first touch to it. Second one falls kindly for Gomez. Gomez and Daniel Waid trying to make it happen. Here's Gomez. And there's Kaneshiro looking for a vertical ball. Has Rodriguez. Gomez makes the challenge. And it is going to be a foul just outside the 18. Must be some sort of card. It is yellow. I think Gomez very fortunate with the outcome here. Let's take another look back at this. Well, Gomez did have support from John Atuni. Otherwise, we certainly would have seen a different color card out there. And now, just outside the 18, Alexandria United with a huge chance here in the 84th minute to potentially secure the 3 points. Macias Mikkonen and Sergio Rodriguez standing over the ball. Looks like Rodriguez will be the one to take. And certainly Christian Merida will have a tall task ahead of him. Just 4 in the wall. On to the 85th minute. Alexandria United with the take. Rodriguez. That one up and over. Blazers a huge sigh of relief. It was a dangerous tipping ball, but Rodriguez just couldn't quite find the angle to get this under the crossbar. Now Merida will send everyone forward. Well flicked on. Duran was the intended target. Second bite at the apple for Blazers. Here's Ismael Martinez down the line looking for Duran. Instead, we'll go back in order to go forward. Here is Duran. Slalom's one man. Shot taken from distance, and will be a goal kick to come. Arashiro sends it back, now out wide. There's an overlapping run. Andy Medrano driving at goal, sends it to Vallejos. Oh, not the fullest clearance. Vallejos sends it in, great save from Merida. May have been going wide. Merida wouldn't have known and certainly would still want to make that touch. And now Alexandria United will have a corner kick. Let's take a look back at this one. Vallejos. This was curling back towards goal. At the very least, could have bounced off that far post. And certainly took a touch anyways. Would have been a corner kick at the very least. Great touch from Merida. And now, and forward, Vallejos touches it in. There's communication at the back. Gomez touches it partially forward. Brooks Allen finds a colleague. Atuni anywhere but here, he says. Now out wide. And there's going to be a foul. Little overzealous from Makias Mikkonen. Philip Brown with the initial pass in. Now Blazers will make a switch. Off comes Gutierrez. On comes Ibrahim Karoma. Saw Ibrahim Corona find the back of the net at the tail end of last week's match against Doratus, albeit under different circumstances. Could he potentially find a game winner tonight? It's fresh legs on for Blazers. Dumped forward by Atuni. Duran, always a bull in a china shop there to make things happen. Gomez happily marshalling Andy Medrano out. Dangerous moment. John Atuni finding Michael Atuni. Blazers hanging on by a thread, just like Mike Atuni's captain's armband. Can they bend, not break, has been the question here in the second half. Here's Daniel Waid back. And now into the feet of Jorge Duran. Duran just barely gets the touch out wide and can't quite connect with Karoma. Now it's Medrano. Hernandez cuts inside for the Blazers. Now Martinez. Martinez still going. Sends in a shot. That was always a difficult effort, and Martinez's ball errantly wide. It's a goal kick to come. Certainly caught all of the ball, but did not find the direction required for that shot. Now down the far side, Mikkonen, the intended target. Brooks Allen was the one to deliver. Here comes Duran, holding off the challenge. Still going is Jorge Duran. And the challenge takes this one out. Milton Botten, the player in defense there for Alexandria United. 89th minute, not much left here in this one. Can one of these sides find the go-ahead goal to take home the 3 points, or will we be seeing shared points here today? Looking more and more likely that the latter could be the case, but here's the delivery. Ball ricochets. Now the clearance. Coleman sends in another ball, well read and well collected by Austin Geyer. Now Geyer will send it down the line. Mikkonen forward for Brooks Allen. Here's the overlapping run. Mikkonen looking for the return pass. Instead, Brooks Allen takes it himself. Slaloming run from Brooks Allen. 1v1, rounds the keeper. Golazo for Alexandria United at the death. And what a run, a highlight performance run from Keem Brooks-Allen. 1-0 is your score here at Thomas Jefferson in Week 2. Alexandria United looking poised to collect the 3 points. Matthew Taylor looking poised to collect the Chipotle. And what a run from Brooks-Allen. We're into stoppage time now. Take another look. Brooks-Allen rounded 2 defenders. Christian Merida, not much he could do there, but Brooks-Allen able to sit him down as well, and it's 1-0 here into stoppage time for Alexandria United. Blazers, possibly a couple minutes or maybe a minute and change to potentially find something, as there's some more late drama here at Thomas Jefferson. Ayala will dump it out wide. Milton Botten, easy to read that one, and now all the pressure on United to defend. They've got the lead. I think Blazers can just commit everything forward. In that regard, there's no pressure. It's Alexandria United's game to lose now. Will be a throw on that far touchline for the Blazers. Take a look back at this replay. The go-ahead goal, the game winner, potential game winner for United. There's Milton Batten. And that is the final whistle. Alexandria United hang on to secure the 3 points. Credit to both teams. Really a instant classic here. Blazers performed well. Shout out to this back line and especially to Christian Merida. Some big stops, but the kudos really has to go to Alexandria United. Big goal here late. A fantastic solo run from Brooks-Allen. The clean sheet goes to this back line, and Austin Geyer, in his first Super Soccer League appearance here for Alexandria United. 1-0 is your scoreline from Thomas Jefferson. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. What a match. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Help others find us in the algorithm. And, of course, gotta subscribe in order to catch up with all the extended highlights. We will have extended highlights for all matches that we broadcast here. We got some additional matches over the weekend. Super Soccer League Maryland on Sunday, UPSL Saturday and Sunday. Thanks again for tuning in. Michael Menko says, let's go. Good to see you back on the field, Michael. Not tonight, but in general, good to see you. And I'm ready to